Well, the Nifty has started this week on a negative note, coming off or retreating from the fresh highs that were made on Friday. But the one stock that was under tremendous pressure today was Idea Cellular, after Idea and Vodafone India announced the merger today. Somit, who has been tracking the development, is here with us. But just before that, Somit, the stock reaction today was pretty fascinating. So initially, when the announcement was made, the stock rose as much as 14% today. This is a 2-day chart. It rose as much as 14% today, paired all those gains, so reverse gains, and then declined as much as 14% before finally ending about 10% lower. Samit, what will the merged entity look like?
The Vodafone Idea merged entity will hold a revenue market share of 41% and a 35% subscriber base. The merged entity will also hold more than 1,849 megahertz of spectrum across 5 different bands in 22 circles.
Right.
And the merged entity will also emerge as a market leader in 11 circles and will hold the number 2 position according to the revenue market share in 10 circles out of the 22 circles.
Sure, but how do valuations and shareholding stacks up when it comes to this merger?
See, initially Vodafone India will be issued shares equivalent to 50% of the post-issue share capital of the merged entity, and simultaneously it will sell 4.9% of its stake to Aditya Birla Group for 3,874 crore.
Right.
Now, and thus the per share value comes to around 108 per share. Now, post this, Vodafone Group will hold around 45.1% holding,
45.1%, right.
and Aditya Birla Group will have 26% stake, and the remaining 28.9% will be held by public shareholders.
Right.
Now, 3 years down the line, Aditya Birla Group also has the right to purchase 9.5% extra stake from the Vodafone Group at a share price of 130 per share. Now,
Right.
this translates to an equity value of 94,600 crore.
Right.
Also, it's not compulsory for them to buy it. They can also buy it in the 4th year at the prevailing market price,
Right.
stake from this. And following from the 5th year, Vodafone India will also bring down its holding to that of Idea Cellular's holding at that point of time.
Right.
So this mainly it is more about equal shareholding that we are going to see in the merged entity. And also, these guys are going to monetize their tower assets and the 11.15% stake in the Indus Stars. Now, the company is valuing the 11.15% stake in Indus Stars at $1 billion US.
Right.
So, yes, that's what is going to happen in this deal.
All right, so we have seen some pressure on Idea Cellular specifically, and we've seen about a good 15% increase towards open interest. So we have seen a lot of accumulation of fresh shorts. Whether or not this weakness resumes tomorrow, well, we're going to have to wait for the fine print that is in the power copy. Will come at around 5:30. But for now, when it comes to the Nifty too, we have seen some amount of fresh shorts building up there. With respect to what's happening in the options market, we're looking at more writing in the 9,100 call and unwinding in the 9,200 put, of course, given the fact that we've seen a correction of around 40 points. As far as the range is concerned, for today, we're looking at, well, same 400 point range between the 8,800 put and the 9,200 call out here, as you can see, based on maximum open interest. So while we have seen a correction of around 35 odd points, this could possibly just be a little bit of a breather that the bulls are taking. And at least based on the information that we're getting from the options data, is that we are looking at more base formation in the 9,000 level. So that is something that could be treated as a support level, at least in the near term going in.
Alright, so when you talk about the Nifty movers, the steep fall in the share price of Idea Cellular and in the weakness in the IT counters was dragging the Nifty index lower, even as Aurobindo Pharma, Grasim Industries and Eicher Motor were lending some support. Even in the losers, the 4 key stocks that stand out are the corporate lenders, ICICI Bank and Axis Bank, and then you have the largest IT counters, that is TCS and Infosys, which were adding most to the downward pressure, all of them correcting by close to 2%. But the mid caps managed to hold on to the positive territory today.
They certainly did. And as far as the market breadth is concerned, it's very evenly poised between gainers and losers. We have one advance for one stock which declined. But let's take a look at some of these losers. First, you have Delta Corp, which has declined by 5.8%. JP Associates and Indian Bank, along with JP Infotech as well, all losing anywhere between 5 to 6%. Some weakness in Sonata Software, also down as much as 4.5%. Now, the big gainer of the day in the mid-cap space is Advanced Enzyme, which has gained as much as 15%. And that's followed by Bombay Dyeing, as well as Ramkrishna Forging. Each of these stocks have gained well over 9%. RCF, Barmel Lorry, PC Jeweler, as well as Bliss GVS Pharma gaining overall more than 5%. And well, some of these stocks will also continue to be in focus with the kind of volumes that we've seen in today's day of trade. But you know, I'm really curious about the primary markets. We're going to have DMart's listing tomorrow.
Absolutely, Agam. Before I come to that, let's talk about Music Broadcast Limited, which listed on Friday, ended with gains of about 12%, but today it's all off loss of about 1.5%. You also have the smaller CL Educate IPO, which is just open today. So far, it has seen a lackluster response, was subscribed about 4% till 3 p.m.
Right.
But yes, as you correctly mentioned, all eyes are going to be on Avenue Supermarts, which is the operator of the retail chain D-Mart. And remember, that was oversubscribed by a staggering 105 times. So yes, it is going to be interesting to see how that lists tomorrow. So all eyes on that.
Right.
With that, it's an end to today's session. Thank you for watching.